What's up everyone? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be reviewing this new Glarry GGS101, which they've just sent through to me very kindly. I'm going to play through it, I'm going to show what it's like, I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to give my recommendations and feedback, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. As you can see, this is kind of modeled after a Gibson 335, which is something I've always wanted to own, but because they're so expensive, I just haven't bought one. So we're going to see how this compares, and if we can tell the difference, and just the general thoughts. At a first glance, as you can see in the light, looks pretty good. And there's obviously, I need to take off some of the tape, I need to test out all the hardware and buttons and stuff, but it feels pretty good. Looks decently made. It's nice and light because it's a semi-hollow body. It's probably going to be horribly out of tune. It is, so I'm going to deal with that. But so far, so good. So once I've tuned this up and had a little quick setup, we're going to play through and run through the details. Catch you guys in a bit.
Hey everyone, so here it is. This is the Glarry GGS101, which they very kindly let me have so I can make this video to review it for you guys. So yeah, I unboxed it yesterday. Today we're going to make the video. I'm just going to do one long video. I'm going to talk about it, play through it in real time, and we'll just see what we think about this guitar. First things first, I've got this guitar, it's going through into the Kemper, which is going into Pro Tools, as is this mic. So you're hearing everything basically just raw, no effects, no processing. I'm going to make a few changes on here so we can hear how this guitar sounds with clean, with some drive and, you know, whatever. And we'll test out all the stuff on this as well. Now, first impressions, the guitar itself looks pretty good for a guitar for sort of under $200. It looks pretty well made. I can't see any immediate sort of flaws in it. The one thing I might say is I can see the, because this is semi-hollow body, I could see the wires on the inside here. That could be something which maybe they could do in the future, sort of just pin them back or something just so you can't see them, but for the most part you probably can't see it, and that's not a huge issue. Other than that, looks great. It's super light, so that's handy, although it is quite big, so that's one thing to think of. What we have on this guitar, 2 humbuckers, pickup selector, 3 positions. We've got the neck position, split, and then a bridge position right here. We have our volume control for, I think this is the neck position, and the tone control for that. We then have the volume control for the bridge position, and the tone control for the bridge position, and we'll go through those in a minute. You can look up all the details on the link, which I'll post in the description shortly. In terms of how it feels and plays, pretty comfortable. Let's try just messing around with it now. That is a quick demonstration using the bridge pickup. As I said, it feels pretty comfortable. The action is not the lowest, but then I wouldn't expect it to be. Again, this is the kind of thing you can make adjustments to if you wanted to. Let's move over to the split of the bridge and the neck right now, which sounds something like this. Something like that. I'm not sure what I'm playing, but hopefully it sounds good enough. Next, let's go to the neck position, which is going to be more for like your thicker, jazzier tones. That brings me to my next point actually, while I'm thinking about it, is the tuning on this guitar. Now, as you can hear, tuning's pretty good, even up here. Maybe not so much there, but if I play that, there you go. So the tuning on the guitar overall is pretty good, although down low on the first few frets, I've noticed that it does tend to go a little bit out. Like that. Whereas up here, actually seems to be better, which is usually the other way around. I think it's due to the fact that the nut on this is quite high, which means the string is getting bent when you push down on the first couple of frets. A little bit of feedback there. I would probably work on this a little bit because most guitarists, especially in the early stages, are only going to be sticking to the first couple of frets when they learn their few chords. So these, ideally, you want them to be sounding in tune, because I've tuned this guitar. Even when when I play soft, it's still a little bit out. But up here, it seems to be fine. So that's one thing, the tuning. But then, you know, for a guitar for less than $200, what can you expect? It's not going to be perfectly in tune all the time. Let's try some different sounds out. Let's go for something a little bit more rocky. All right, we'll use one. This is just a Dumble amp profile I have, which is very nice. Again, those amps are like 20 grand, so no way I can afford one of those. But this is what it's going to sound like with a bit more drive. Okay, let's try the split now, the bridge and the neck together. And now let's try the neck position. This pickup definitely has a higher output. It's a lot louder when it comes on, but tuning's going a little bit out there. Let's mess around with the tone pots and see how they sound or how they respond. Let's switch now to mix, which still haven't quite figured this out because you can obviously blend all this together, but if we roll the tone all the way off, yeah, very bassy, very smooth. And now let's try the neck position. So yeah, tone all the way down. What else can I say? A few things about the company. Well, this guitar, actually it comes with a case if you're wondering. It also comes with a lead and a strap and a pick and an Allen key, which is pretty good because a lot of times guitars don't throw in those things for you. So the fact that it comes with a lead, a cable, a strap and a pick, Allen key, especially if you're starting out or think of getting this for someone who's starting out, that's all stuff they're going to need. So it's quite good that they throw all that in. Final thoughts before I leave you. It's pretty good. I have another guitar by Glarry, which is this guy right up here, the Telecaster, just out of shot. I just made a video on that one as well. These guys look pretty good. You know, they look like the real thing. They look like, this looks like a real 335. It's only when you look at the headstock and it says Glarry that you realize this isn't one of those. This one plays very nice. I said I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more and figure it out. It sounds great, I think, for the price. I would say that, you know, if you are a pro guitarist, yeah, you're going to be looking at sort of definitely more higher range stuff, but having one of these in the house can't hurt if you just want to pick it up and play with it. And sometimes you can get some pretty interesting sounds out of these cheaper kind of guitars. If you are a beginner or you know someone who's a beginner who's looking to have a guitar, then absolutely, I would recommend Glarry. They're great. You know, as I said, I've already made a video on one of them and it plays really nicely. It sounds great. You know, a few things here and there that can be fixed. You know, the tuning issue is obviously something that I would ideally want to sort of not have to deal with. And that sounds good. But yeah, for an entry-level guitar, it's nothing that's going to be too much of a problem. I'm sure as I play this more, I will figure out a few more things and find out some stuff, but I'm definitely going to try recording with it. I'm going to see how it sounds under different, you know, under different circumstances. Maybe I'll even try it live, who knows? But yeah, everything seems to be fine. All the electronics are great. There's no cracking in the pots, which can obviously be an issue. Cable, yeah, seems pretty solid. If you're interested in this guitar, I'm going to post a link in the description. Go check them out, see what you think, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Peace out.